Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. What I'm about to publish is one of the first videos that I'll be sharing about my journey to Bergamo. In addition to the classic video to show you the places, I will include useful information that I have gathered on site. All these videos will be part of the playlist that I will maintain on my channel. So I invite you to subscribe if you haven't already, to not miss the upcoming videos. As you can see, I always publish videos related to Italy, not just about tourism, but also about other topics concerning the country. If you find the video helpful, remember to give it a like. But above all, share in the comments if you have already been to Bergamo and what you think of this tourist city. So, let's begin. First of all, I want to share with you the accommodation that hosted me for the 4 days I spent in Bergamo. I chose an apartment in an area that I consider strategic. The choice of accommodation also depends on how you reach Bergamo. For example, I arrived by car and I thought that staying in the Borgo Palazzo neighborhood, near the Bergamo cemetery, was ideal. This is because I had the option to use a private parking space in front of the apartment. Naturally, I paid €270 for the accommodation, in addition to a tourist tax of about €14.50. In my opinion, this tax is a bit high for the city of Bergamo. However, I will address this topic in more detail later on, trying to explain how it works. In fact, this tax affects not only foreign tourists but also Italian ones. As you can see, the accommodation is very simple, an apartment on the first floor equipped with every comfort. There was even a washing machine, which I believe is an added value, especially for those who travel frequently or lightly. The location is strategic as many bus lines depart from the cemetery area, taking you to both the lower and upper parts of Bergamo. Furthermore, about 300 meters away, there's also a tram that practically takes you to the train station. In terms of distance, we were about 2 kilometers from Bergamo Alta and 1.5 kilometers from the train station. I think I got a good deal in terms of value for money since I found a great apartment at an affordable price. In the end, I chose to move around on foot, as you will see in the videos. In fact, on the first day, I explored 3 important churches about 2 kilometers from the accommodation. These churches are located along the road that leads up to Bergamo Alta, right on the historic Via Pignolo, where most of the historical buildings are concentrated. The first church I visited is the Church of Santo Spirito, founded in the 14th century by Cardinal Guglielmo Longo. It was connected to a hospital and a convent of the Celestine Benedictine order. Built in the Renaissance style, it has a very characteristic facade. Inside, you will find a painting by Lorenzo Lotto depicting the Madonna and Child, along with the Saints Catherine of Alexandria, Augustine, Sebastian, and Anthony the Abbot. Additionally, you will also find the funerary monument of Augustine and Catherine Tasso. The church also houses a wooden choir made of walnut, finely carved, located behind the main altar and overlooking the chapel of St. John the Baptist. The church can be visited from 8 to 1800 hours thanks to the volunteers from the touring club. Inside, you will find QR codes in Italian and English explaining the various paintings. The second church I encountered during my exploration is the Church of San Bernardino, located at number 37 Via Pignolo. This church, built in the second half of the 15th century, is dedicated to San Bernardino of Siena, who visited Bergamo between 1411 and 1419. This church, too, was built in the Renaissance style and houses an altar depicting the Madonna on a throne with children and the saints Joseph, Bernardino, John the Baptist, Anthony the Abbot, and angels, a work by Lorenzo Lotto. The church is open thanks to the volunteers of the touring club, with free entry from 8 to 1800 hours. Despite being less known, it houses an important work by the great painter Lorenzo Lotto, with incredible colors and a modern representation. A must-visit in Bergamo. The last church I visited that evening is also located on Via Pignolo, continuing towards Bergamo Alta. This is the church of Sant'Alessandro della Croce, erected in honor of Saint Alessandro, the patron saint of Bergamo, who endured torture and was killed because of his faith. The church dates back to the 12th century and features Romanesque architecture. The interior has a single nave with a Baroque-style high altar. Here, you'll find the tomb of Sant'Alessandro. Entry is free, and the opening hours, similar to those of the other churches, are from 8 to 18:00. But it's useful to know that along Via Pignolo, there are several bars and restaurants where you can take a lunch or dinner break. I hope you found this first part of the video interesting. Remember to subscribe to the channel for the upcoming videos about Bergamo, which will include further important information. Don't forget to give it a like if the video was helpful and comment if you plan to visit Bergamo in 2023 or if you've already been there, sharing your opinions. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.